Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3 and Generation 4 of the Dawn Moon. Here with Lark, who is working his way back home right now with a bit of bison clenched between his teeth as he is coming back after having gone ahead and sought vengeance for the loss of little Soot. That's right, we have actually lost one of our wolf pups, and I can't really believe that it happened so quickly. 1 second, Lark was admiring all of the pups tumbling around the den, and the next thing we know, Dove, why are you out and about? You shouldn't be out and about. Bristle, come back. Raven, have you all learned nothing? Oh my gosh, like he just gets home and like all of his pups, Raven is already trying to figure out what's going on. I figure like they're trying to like figure out like, wait, where did Sid go? You guys are just newborns. You were, well, more or less, they're only like a couple weeks old. Well, a few weeks old at this point. And apparently they don't know how to keep themselves safe. What is that all about, you guys? Dove, get inside. I can't believe that she's also resisting. And poor Cinder. We just lost a wolf pup, you guys. It's tragic. Cinder tried to warn us at the last second, but that coyote came and it was all over so quick. It was over so quick. And I think Cinder is actually having a really hard time like dealing with that too. So let's go ahead and let's see. We'll try to console her for a little bit. The rest of the pups are safely tucked away into the den. We're gonna go ahead and snuggle with Cinder for just a little bit, give her some like one-on-one time. Because I can only imagine that she is devastated over the loss of the first of her second litter. And yet at the same time, we do still have 6 pups left. And I think as difficult and as tragic as this really is for these 2 wolves, really, when you have this many pups left, there is a sense of gratitude, but I really think they're kind of shocked. They didn't even have time to really get to know little Cinder, and then suddenly she was just gone. So maybe because it was so early, it's not quite as tragic, but I think Cinder's kind of in shock right now and doesn't really know what to think. And I think that Lark is also very startled and upset by this. But he's gonna do his best. We'll tuck down and go ahead and sleep with all these little ones. Look at that! And he is getting more moon dreams! I really feel like this is a time. Oh no, we're starting to get fleas. No, no, no. But I really feel like because he's getting such strong moon dreams, this is a time where maybe some of the whispers from the past members of the Moon Pack might kind of be coming to Lark. That's why he named his only son, like, Atlas II after all. Okay, there's stranger wolves outside. There are legitimately stranger wolves outside. Can we just sleep through that? Okay, there's stranger wolves outside the den! Cinder has now woken him up. Okay, I think that we're getting back inside. Back inside, you little ones. Cinder is rushing off. We've got a chunk of meat here. No, Swallow, get inside. Swallow, inside. Alright, there's apparently... Is Cinder doing battle? Swallow, get inside. She's very stubborn. She's popped out several times. Cinder, are you chasing them? Okay, I think Cinder is actually chasing them. Alright, go for it! Go for it! It's the Junction Butte back! What are they doing up here? They've come this far. Maybe they were attracted by the scent of the bison that we actually ended up hunting. It's some of the younger Junction Butte females. Oh no! It's actually the Junction Butte alpha female! Alright, Lark's not gonna be able to, like, hesitate on this. I think he's just gonna have to go straight after him. But it is the alpha female! Swallow, what are you doing? Oh my gosh! We've got to go ahead and do some victory howls. Swallow! Like, she has constantly stayed outside of the den no matter what we tell her to do. Look at her! She must have watched the fight from, like, up above, and now she's just standing over here, like, howling, like she's in on all this. Swallow, you can't be that bold. I feel like Lark is gonna be a little bit frustrated with her, because that could have killed her. Here, we'll go ahead and feed you guys some of the bison that Lark was able to go ahead and get. Oh my gosh. That is not good. I can't believe the Junction Butte alpha female is trying to show up over here. Why? Okay, so they're kind of encroaching on our territory, just barely, but they're way down south. They don't need to be over here. There's no need for them to come and give us some grief. So I think Lark's gonna have to go down and maybe solidify a bit of a barrier between them, but we also have the Crevice Lake pack pushing in from above. I think he's starting to kind of have to feel sort of bristly. Like he's got so many pups to defend. And he really wants to take good care of his family. How is his family doing now? The pups are already up to 7 pounds. We do need to get them up to 15 pounds before we can really get moving around. Oh, Lark. I feel so bad for him. And then several of you guys pointed out Cinder's life quest was just that all the pups would live. And now that Cinder has actually lost out on that like life quest so early, a lot of you guys have had a great suggestion that instead what we could go ahead and do is give her a secondary life quest that has to do more with trying to get vengeance or trying to heal her heart from the loss of all that. I feel like she's trying not to get too close to the pups now, which is so sad. I feel like now she's like, if I get close to them, then they'll all just die. Hang in there, Cinder. All right, good. She's coming over to kind of like put Mink back where she belongs. 1, 2, 3. Who are we missing? Oh, Raven! Raven, I swear, Raven's always running off, which is really adorable on one level, because it's kind of fun to be able to see somebody with that much spunk, but on another level is definitely going to absolutely exhaust me. Bristle is always trying to dig holes. Swallow will never stay inside the den. I really love seeing their personalities showing like this. But I do feel like Cinder might be feeling like she doesn't want to... Look, she's just like walking away from the pups all the time. She doesn't play with them as much as she used to. Oh, maybe Cinder's new life quest will be for us to try to keep pack affinity. Is there like a... That's wakefulness. Is there like a marking where we could go ahead and see how high our pack affinity is without looking up? All right, maybe Cinder's new life quest is going to be this. We're going to try to repair, and maybe a secondary life quest is only worth like half the points of the primary life quest. So let me know what you guys think about that. But I think like that would be really wonderful for the wolves who do suffer losses of their life quest to at least have a secondary thing to lean on and not to have to just rely on infamy points of killing wolves and things like that. Raven, you really are always trying to go off on your own, I swear. So how about Cinder's new life quest is actually to never let the pack affinity get below the recommended level. I think that would be a really good life quest, because then if our pack affinity ever drops like below the minimum level for our pups to be safe, we'll say Cinder lost her bond with the pups. But if we can get them to the summer hunting grounds and we can get them safely to like early adulthood without getting the pack affinity below that minimum, then we'll say Cinder's bond with the pups was indeed restored as they got older, which I think would be really, really, really sweet. Because otherwise this is just so freaking sad. And I can't believe Junction Butte is getting in here. I think that Lark is going to go ahead and maybe take his frustrations out on Junction Butte a little bit. But we are really exhausted. It is raining. We're getting a little hungry. And Junction Butte, I mean, there's just stranger wolf scents everywhere. So let's send the pups inside. Alright. In you go, little ones. All of you go back in. And I think Lark's going to go ahead and he's going to do some investigations to the south for the rest of today, because he needs to make sure that this is going to be safe. But yeah, I love that idea. Thank you guys for continuing as we work through the generations of our wolves to contribute to ways that we can try to make... Let's see. Yeah, the Junction Butte pack. We're just right here. Freaking rude. And Cinder was indeed the one to go ahead and try to fight them off. What's the closest Junction Butte area? Directly south? You know what? Let's go take it over. I think that's what Cinder wants to do too. I think she's following us. Yeah, she is. Yep, there she is. So let's go take over the closest Junction Butte area as our way of proving that they can't scare us away from our territory. And they know where our den is now, which is definitely dangerous. Here we go. Is that a slinky coyote? No, it's a fox. Alright, well we don't have something against the foxes, but we sure do have something against coyotes now. Alternatively, maybe we could make 2 types of life quest. What do you guys think about this? We could have a infamy life quest where now Cinder might want to get revenge on the coyote and like take out, I don't know, like 10, 20 coyote, maybe 10 coyote for revenge of her little wolf pup. Or we could have a healing life quest, which would be the keeping the bond strong between the wolves, even with the loss of little Soot. I kind of like that idea. I like the idea of having like 2 paths that our wolves could take in life. What is that? Is that a cougar? That is indeed a cougar lying in the tall grasses, which we're not happy about. But it can maybe go attack the Junction Butte pack instead of us. That would be convenient. And speaking of the Junction Butte pack, we should be wiggling our way into this territory spot. I can see our territory markers. How close are we? Okay, we're actually veering off course a little bit. So we need to go, yeah, directly south. And strengthen up that territory anyway. But I like that idea, so maybe we will now have, if you lose your primary life quest, you get to try 2 different types of life quest, infamy or healing path. And we'll see which one the wolves end up being able to fulfill first. Here we go. And that restored this area, so now we're gonna go ahead and it's to the east, yes. And let's take over this area. Alright, come on, Cinder. We'll show the Junction Butte pack. They can't just, like, come in here. And a little bit more like this. They can't just come in here and try to scare us out of our den. It should be a really nice den, too. Alright, there's the scent post. Yeah, Lark is getting more bristly now, you guys. He is indeed trying to become strong enough. I never expected it out of Lark, too, our little luckless Lark. Doing his best to become fierce and strong enough. There's a mule deer. To lay claim to land the other wolves own, to chase them off, to fight the alphas. Here we go. Alright, how weakened is that? 16? Ha! We've like taken this over now. A couple good howls, and this is gonna be ours. And maybe that'll send a strong signal to the Junction Buttes not to mess with us. There we go! And now we've got this spot! Man, he is not messing around. Good job, Lark. Okay, and now it's time to go ahead and perhaps do a quick hunt. Try to provide the best for our pups. Aha. It sounds like we just spooked. Aha! Some dinner. Alright. Come on, Lark. Not the weakest of the deer, but he's throwing everything he has into it. Oh, you know what? Actually, he has no stamina because he's so tired. Maybe Cinder will be able to help out. We'll see if he's got enough energy to be able to even try this. And if not, soaked to the bone and at least able to feel a little bit more at peace. Oh, come on, Cinder. We're really gonna need your help on this. Alright, I think Cinder's too tired too. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start wiggling our way back home. Completely soaked to the bone. But I think feeling very satisfied that we have done what we can to try to claim some new area as our own. Ha! And at least there's a lucky rabbit's foot. We'll go back and start taking care of our pups. And I really love this new idea as we continue, even though we're in Generation 4, getting ready for 5 now, with our Wolf Quest adventures. we still are finding ways to evolve the story thanks to all the ideas that you guys have been really giving me down in the comments. So do please keep that up, friends, because we're gonna keep going until we manage to hit that 10 generation challenge for both the Dark and the Dawn moons. We're gonna see the stories of so many unique lives of these wolves evolve over time. I'm actually going to have a chance to hopefully go to Yellowstone and search for some real life wolves before the end of our 10 generations too. And we're going to continue to build up the stories and find new ways to bring this world to life. So keep those ideas coming. If you guys could, do please leave a like for Lark and Cinder. Let me know if you think she should take the path of infamy of trying to kill 10 coyotes in revenge for, maybe 10 coyotes is too easy, you might say, in revenge for the loss of Little Soot, or if you think she should take the path of healing and we just focus as powerfully as we can of that pack affinity never dropping too low so that she can keep her bond with the pups. But alright, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!